Giles asked us to rearrange the letters in the word Monday to make another word. Well, it's one of the many riddles from his new book. It's called Pros and Cons. It's about his love of the English language, which he adores. First up, tells the answer.
M-O-N-D-A-Y, rearrange the letters, and what do we get? What do you personify?
Dynamo! Oh, I love that. And the book is full of things like this, and it's funny, and it's educational, and you laugh while you're learning.
It's a celebration. Andy was asking about my jumper. I'm wearing my Just a Minute jumper.
Just a Minute.
Just a Minute is a radio show that's been going now for more than, well...
Oh, 100 years?
Well, more than half a century. And I've been doing it for more than 40 years, taking part in it.
Amazing.
And you have to talk about a subject that you're given for 60 seconds without hesitation, deviation or repetition. And the publishers, BBC Books, said, can you do this? You love language.
Yeah.
Do a book about language, pros and cons, but every item you talk about, you have to do it without repetition, hesitation or deviation.
Right.
So the real challenge for me, I've never written anything more difficult.
That is hard, actually.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Because you can't repeat, now I can't say the H-A-R-D word again. Because I've used it.
Yes.
I could say harder or hardish, but I can't say H-A-R-D. And I've now repeated the H-A-R-D. Boom, boom, boom. So it really was difficult. But I love language.
You do. And you use it so beautifully.
Well, you're very kind, but it's terribly important. There was a famous philosopher called Bertrand Russell who once said, no matter how eloquently a dog may bark, he cannot tell you that his parents were poor but honest. You need language to be able to communicate.
I wish they could. I wish dogs could speak.
Well, our cat, really, we feel, does speak. We understand.
Oh, yeah.
But they can't speak as well as human beings.
No, that's very true.
And being able to communicate is everything.
Oh, it absolutely is. And are you really up in all the kind of new stuff, like, you know, TikTok and all of that?
Yeah.
Do you embrace all of that?
Can I say I've had a hot girl summer?
Have you?
I've had a very hot girl summer.
I'm so pleased for you.
I like all the new lingo, you know?
Yeah,
I'm talking about things being ick. I used to be quite pedantic.
Yes.
And I used to feel, I mean, I still am quite pedantic about the use of apostrophes. But I'm more relaxed about the language than I used to be.
Okay.
Because I've realised, actually researching a book like Pros and Cons makes you realise this, that the English language has always been evolving.
Always, yeah, you're right.
And to be saying, I don't like this word, I don't like that word, is ridiculous. We've embraced other languages, including Scottish,
of course,
in English over the years, and Indian languages, for example. We've Icelandic language. Giza comes from Iceland. Bungalow comes from India. Yeah. They're words from all over the world.
And that makes it so fascinating, doesn't it?
It makes it wonderful. So the idea of the book, really, was to play it like Just a Minute and to look at every element of the language. Of course, young people haven't understood some of it. I tried it out on my children and grandchildren. They didn't know what a telegram was. Do you know what a telegram is?
Yes, of course, a telegram. Yeah, but I guess it's never been in their lives.
When I was young, I wooed my wife by sending her telegrams.
Did you?
People now send text messages or Snapchats.
They do. It was, yes.
Well, a telegram was a little, you typed it up and it was written on a little piece of paper and sent round, usually on a boy on a bicycle, delivered it to your door. And in America, they had singing telegrams.
They did.
And I remember being in California during my gap year. It was a lady's 40th birthday. She was a bit tipsy. And the telegram boy arrived. And she said, sing the telegram, sing the... And he said, I don't want to sing the telegram. And she said, sing that telegram. So reluctantly, he opened the telegram. And he stepped forward and he sang, tra-la-la-la-la-la, your sister Rose is dead.
Stop it.
True story.
Behave yourself.
Yeah, true story.
You're so naughty.
So the point is that things evolve. We used to have telegrams, now we have text messages.
Things change.
And language changes.
Yes,
and that's huge fun. And I've tried to revive some old words. I mean, I did a wonderful series on television with Sheila Hancock.
Yeah, the canals, yeah.
She and I, the two oldest people still playing Just a Minute. You know, we've been doing it for years. Sheila now is the most amazing 91-year-old you will ever meet.
I can't believe she's 91, it's ridiculous.
And we did a series on canals.
Yeah.
And I got a postcard. If you don't know what a postcard is, please look it up. I got a postcard from Susie Dent saying,
of course.
Happy gongoozling. So I phoned her up and I said, I assure you, Sheila and I are just good friends. There'll be no gongoozling. She said, there's nothing naughty about gongoozle. I said, no, it sounds a bit saucy.
It sounds good.
It sounds good. I'd like a gongoozle. She said, no, to gongoozle is to gaze longingly at still water. To sit. Isn't that lovely?
I like
And she said, picture you on your canal boat or if you were fishing by the riverside, Gongoozling. So all these delicious words that
these
one
words.
can learn and enjoy and relish. So that's really what the book is.
I like gongoozling. I like that. And if you've embraced all of this new stuff and TikTok and all that, you've got to get Queen Camilla to do these things. Do you think she'd be up for it? I think
She's
she would.
up for all of that.
She loves reading. She loves words. She's always campaigning to get us all reading.
I'm a trustee of the Queen's Reading Room, which is her charity for encouraging people to read. And there's lots of research that shows that if you read literally only 5 to 10 minutes a day of a novel, a piece of fiction, it's good for your mental health. You actually feel better.
Yeah.
And you know, the world is full of quite depressing news.
It is.
And we do need, for our sanity, actually to escape into other worlds. We need a book. The book is the best friend in the world.
Yeah.
And she really believes in reading, encouraging people to read. I say, take a book. You know, life can be quite lonely at times. It doesn't need to be lonely if you've got a book. You can take a book on a boat, on a car, on a train, on the beach. You've got a book as a friend, as a companion. In fact, Lorraine, you can go to bed with a book and not wake up with a conscience.
That's very true. I guess, depending on the book. Giles's book,
right.
Pros and Cons, is out on Thursday. We'll see you on This Morning later.
I will be there.
Yeah, go and have a cup of tea, and then
I'll
we'll
go and
see
have
you
a cup
with
of
Ben
tea,
Cat.
and I'll put on a different jumper.
A different jumper?
Well, this is my just-a-minute jumper.
It is.
So I think I've got something...
Well, I can't wait to see what the next one is. It's always a revelation. Thank you, Giles. Thank you so much.